Hello everyone and welcome to Reddit News Daily. Today we'll be talking about choosing beggars, in which free is simply way too expensive. Gary, LG microwave, free. Gary, is this still available? Address please? Yes, I'm in Elmer. Okay, I can't go there just for a microwave unless you pay me $25 for gas. I don't even know how to respond to this. This is so unreal. Hi, is this available? Yes. Can you do better offer? I pick up now. What is your offer? $500 cash. Now. Well, that's half the asking price, so no. I see that, but it's all I have on me. I'm a serious buyer. Okay then, make a serious offer. It's not my problem if you don't have enough money. That's all I have, bruh. I'm student. Okay, that's still not my problem. I'm a student too. Yeah, we both gotta help each other. $550? And that's the tale of how a choosing beggar just upped his price to by $50. And I still don't think he has it today. Our next post was by Nurse Truck. Looking for a part-time job. I need to make $500 a week. I can only work Thursday and every other weekend. Unless it's nice outside, then I will need off with pay. Thanks in advance. Any leads are helpful. Oh my god. $500 a week, part-time, and can only work Thursday and weekends. But if it's nice, no work. This is definitely somebody who thinks like... You might think it's 15, but it's probably actually 19. This was posted to Twitter recently. Okay guys, I'm now taking applicants for a new hashtag Sugar Daddy. Following the loss of Jesus Smith, rest easy honey. PM me your full application when it's all filled out. I would love to have any of you support me and my kids. Get submitted. Let me be your only sugar baby. Sugar Daddy applications. Requirements. Must be anti-vax, more than $100,000 in the bank, no children but open to having kids, age 45 plus, must have a clean criminal record, must be single, must have a clean bill of health, no bringing sickness into the home, okay with seeing each other once a week, maybe less, open to sharing with other sugar daddies. I can see this post from like a year from now when this lady has absolutely no DMs or replies or anything for the application, and she takes a look at this and wonders, what did I do? Get the wrong hashtag? I thought I was looking for a sugar daddy. Post by Can We Not. So I have many examples of my mother-in-law being a choosing beggar, as she lives off the government and my husband, but yesterday my husband had to call the phone company, so it reminded me of this one. Mother-in-law hasn't worked since my husband was in middle school. At the time of this story, she was living in a Section 8 housing with a 3-year-old she gained custody of. He's not biologically related to any of us. With her being home all day with another kid around my son's age, we agreed she would watch our son a few days a week while we worked. My mother kept him a few days as well. Mother-in-law had a bad habit of not paying her phone bill and having her phone shut off or getting a cheap phone that broke down constantly. Since she kept our son, we needed to get her a reliable phone. So my husband and I agreed we would get her a phone on our plan and cover part of the bill. She would pay us a set amount each month. That way, even if she was late, she would still have a working phone. My husband picked out phones for all of us. He got new iPhones for the two of us and an older iPhone for his mom. She hated it. Not because it wasn't brand new, but because she never had an iPhone and didn't want to learn how to use it. We told her the contract was signed, we recovered part of it, plus the insurance, and it was a lot nicer of a phone than she had in the past. I even gave her an old iPhone case that was really sturdy. She didn't like it because it wasn't decorative, so she got a flimsy one off Wish. She rarely carried it with her and often let the 3-year-old use it. We explained to her that it's expensive and fragile, and she shouldn't just let him have it alone in his room. Well, as you can imagine, she didn't listen, and he broke it. Cracked the screen pretty severely. When we got on her about it, she defended him, saying, "Well, it was an accident. He just dropped it. He wasn't being rough." It doesn't matter. You don't give a phone to a toddler. We weren't upset with him. We were upset with her. We had insurance on it, so my husband took it to the shop to see how much it would be to fix it. I can't remember the exact price, but after insurance, it was a bit over $100. She started to turn into a Karen and complain. "Well, why do you even have to bother paying insurance for it?" Husband says she can either pay to fix it or Jill's just having to pay for a broken phone. She chose just to pay for a phone she couldn't use, but then stopped paying after a few months. Husband called and had the line cut off, but still had to pay the phone off. Mother-in-law somehow got it in her head that she could give the phone to niece, who's 11, without telling us. Niece paid to have the screen fixed, but still had issues, and the line was disconnected, so it wasn't usable. She said once we paid the phone off, she could get it fixed and have it activated again. We said no. If we pay for it, we are keeping it, so we took the phone back. She is mostly out of our lives now. Husband won't cut her off completely, but we stopped letting our son go over there when she kept bringing in roommates, illegals if you have Section 8, cops who got called, and drugs were found on one of the roommates. CPS took the boy and placed him with another family member. He may come to live with us eventually, still working out the details. We couldn't take him away sooner because we had temporary custody of our other niece while her mom was in jail. So yeah, that's my lovely mother-in-law. But at least my husband is amazing. Our next post is from 3 Hour Baths. One of my former friends had a family loss an inherited house. She spent hours every day complaining on social media that she couldn't empty the house. People sent suggestions of companies which could help her. I can't afford to pay them. They volunteered their time, but then she didn't want the house cleared the easy way. She wanted every last item sent to someone somewhere, including out-of-date prescription medicines. She advertised a GoFundMe all day, every day to pay for her living costs, not for actual help. This was a way to be all volunteers. We sent her suggestions on how she might be able to secure some credit against the estate or get a loan from a charity to help her, and here's where we finally get to the bottom of her thinking. But if I have to pay some of the money from the estate to deal with the estate, then when I sell the house, I will not be able to afford somewhere else with a bedroom anymore. I was floored. She wanted donations from everyone so that she didn't have to consider downsizing to a free and clear 3-bedroom house from a free and clear 4-bedroom house. She's a single person, so that's 3 spare bedrooms coming out of everyone else's pockets. Meanwhile, other people inherit big problems that cannot afford to bury their parents, and she's wanting donations off the back of her bereavement to pay for more luxury. She continued using emotional manipulation every day on social media. I know that nobody cares if I live or die, but please donate so I know not to blank myself to keep my money coming in. Thousands and thousands in donations, about 6 months of free volunteer work, all to pay her to have a bigger house at the end of it. And she still thinks she's perfectly logical as to how we could possibly expect her to pay the money out of the sale of the house and have to shop for a house while she can't afford. I'm not going to actually insult on someone during the bereavement process. I can express my annoyance now, as it's a good number of years ago that this all happened, and she's still at it. She's using the "you can't say anything bad about me ever about anything because my parents are dead" card. Most people's parents die. It's a thing that happens when you grow up. I just stopped responding to anything, and I have her blocked now. Meanwhile, we clearly a relative's house over, paid all the expenses on it, and came out with basically nothing. And I sent that cow some of my money before I found out. Need a man that's 6'2", no kids, good job, car and crib, degree, 8-inch penis or bigger, eats butt, sucks toes, no settling either. And the reply at the bottom by Marley fan. That girl icy, boy, you got boy with a face, you'd be lucky to meet a man with a tricycle. Alright, well, thank you for this edition of Reddit News Daily. Today we did Choosing Beggars. If you like this, you want me to continue doing it, I will. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.